Hey guys, welcome back to the Lovin Abu Dhabi Show podcast. I'm Mayar Ibrahim.
And I'm Anoud.
And these are the stories you'll be listening to today. Zayed International Airport slashes parking prices for the summer.
The best fireworks spots in Abu Dhabi for Eid al-Adha.
More than 300,000 fines issued for driving slow in Abu Dhabi.
And people from Seychelles arrived in Mecca for Hajj at the expense of the UAE president.
Enjoy listening. So Zayed International Airport is slashing parking prices for the summer. So with the Eid holiday fast approaching, everyone's probably like taking those like 3 extra days off, or those who haven't can go for like a quick trip. And I'm going to Egypt, so I planned ahead and I took the whole week off. So I'm like still trying to decide whether I want to leave my car and drive myself to the airport, because like my flight's at 5 in the morning. I don't know if I'm gonna have the energy to like wake up, call a cab at 2 a.m. and be like, hey, take me to the airport, besties.
Can be a long process.
Yeah, and especially if like there's no cabs available, that's just like a headache, because you sit there and you're like stressed, like, oh my god, there's no cabs, what do I do? And it's like 2 a.m. So Zayed International Airport is slashing their parking prices this summer. And basically all you have to do is pre-book your slot online, and the prices are as follows for the long-term parking. So for 2 to 3 days, you'll pay 225, 4 to 7, 325, 8 to 14, 400, and then after 14 days, it's 50 per day from day 15 to a maximum of 30 days. And the parking where you're going to leave your car is just 2 minutes away from like the departure gates.
That's a great deal, to be honest. Because
yeah, like 400 for 8 days to 14, that's not that bad.
Yeah, at all. It's especially that they were more expensive, so this is like a good catch, you know. So whoever is traveling, you guys are lucky. You guys are lucky.
I can just book my slot and just leave my car.
Yeah.
So when I land, I just hop in and drive out.
Yeah, it makes it way easier.
And you can also park at the standard parking if you decided very last minute and you can't book yourself a slot. And the standard parking rates are as follows: 6 to 15 minutes is 15 dirhams, 16 to 30 is 25, 31 to 2 hours is 35, up to 3 hours 55, and 65 for 4 hours. And for 24 hours it's 125, but for each additional day is 100. So if I like do 5 days, I'm gonna be paying like 625 or something. That's a bit much.
Yeah, it is.
But if I do 5 days with the pre-booking, it's 325, which in my opinion is a steal.
Yeah, it is. It is. Definitely. It's going to make people's lives easier, especially that it was more expensive, you know.
Also, if you're traveling with like your family and you already have like a family car that'll fit all the bags, you might as well just like book your slot and just like enjoy the holiday without like having to think, oh, I have to book like 2 taxis when I go and then another 2 taxis when I come back. So it's an easier.
And it comes at the perfect time now, since everyone is traveling and taking their leaves. So,
and I think this discount is valid until the end of August.
Okay.
So it's literally all summer long, basically, right before school starts.
Yeah, which is where everyone is kind of like out and about. And yeah, now people are preparing for their Eid. So that comes to our next story, which is the best fireworks spots in Abu Dhabi for Eid al-Adha. I'm so excited for Eid. Eid is always just an exciting time, you know, so many celebrations.
You're with your family and you're like your extended family, so it's just like a big gathering. And
then there's also no better way to watch, like, to experience Eid with, like, other than with fireworks, you know. So there's gonna be fireworks at Hudayriyat Island, so mark your calendars at June 17. So there's going to be like a whole 5-minute show kicking off at Marsan Hudayriyat Island at 9 p.m. And yeah, you can make your whole day out, go enjoy your Eid. It's going to be really nice.
I feel like going to Hudayriyat, you can make it like a whole family day where like you go to the beach in the morning or like around like sunset, because I know a lot of people like it's hot right now. So beach is like after a certain time you just want to go home and take a nap from the sun. So I feel like going at around sunset, catching the sunset on Hudayriyat beach, and then going and having like a quick little dinner at Marsana, because they have a lot of restaurants, they have a lot of cafes, so you can just like make the most out of it and just like have an entire outing with your family.
Yeah, Hudayriyat Island is like the prettiest spot here now, and like now that it's developing and you know all of that, it's gonna be like the spot of this Eid. But there's also another fireworks spot at Al Dhafra. They have not one or two, they have 3 fireworks. So it's gonna be kicking off at 9 p.m. on June 17, and each spot will be like in a different area. So that's gonna be nice.
Yeah, so when I saw that Dhafra was getting like 3 different areas having like fireworks at the same time on the same day, I'm just like, their sky is going to be dazzling.
Yeah, it's gonna be sparkly, literally filled with sparkles. It's gonna be
exactly.
Nice.
And they're having it at Al Dhafra Public Park, Medina Zayed Park, and Al Marfa, all on June 17 at 9 p.m. And there's also the staple location, which always has fireworks no matter the occasion. Corniche.
We have to say it together. No, like Corniche is the spot. You know, this is where all the activities, everything. Growing up, you always see the fireworks there.
From Corniche, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure, like year by year, it's like becoming more grand and even bigger. So excited for that.
I just like the concept that there's like a boat with fireworks on it, and it's just like over the water. So like if you're at Breakwater, Corniche, they have like those cafes where you can sit outside and you get like the peak view.
You'll get the best views, yeah.
So like all along Corniche, they have like variety of restaurants. They have the beach if you also just like want to watch the sunset on the beach and just vibe there.
Yeah.
They have ice cream spots. They have coffee shops. So
they have it all.
They have it all, but like with Corniche, you have to be very particular because it gets very crowded whenever there's fireworks.
I mean, definitely people would have to, let's say, book in advance for the restaurants nearby to see the views. And people that are living in the Corniche, you guys are lucky ones.
Yeah, all you have to do is just walk.
All you have to do is actually just sit at the balcony and just stare. You'll find it there. So you guys are lucky, whoever's living there.
And you can also like catch it on like the outdoor cafes at Nation Towers. And I think there's like, I don't know the name of it particularly, but there is like in front of Nation Towers, there's like these cargo box restaurants.
Yeah.
So they also have like the peak view of the fireworks.
Yeah, so many nice locations there. There's St. Regis right there in the Corniche. There's also like, there's so many things around.
Yeah.
Perfect. Corniche is the hot spot. We all know that.
Especially in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, Abu Dhabi people know that. Yeah.
And moving on to our Al Ain folks. So, or if you're looking for a road trip during this Eid, if you want to have like a staycation at the Jabal Hafit Resort and all of that, Hazza bin Zayed Stadium is bringing an epic fireworks show that will celebrate Eid al-Adha this year. So all you have to do is experience the thrill as the night sky explodes with vibrant colors and dazzling displays, because Hazza bin Zayed Stadium actually does have a lot of nice fireworks.
It's so pretty. Like this is the spot again for Al Ain, you know. So it's gonna be fun.
I feel like I would do a road trip if I wasn't traveling. I would definitely go to Al Ain.
Maybe that would be my plan because I'm not traveling.
Oh my god. Actually, like every Eid, I think me and my family, we used to go to Al Ain when I was like younger.
Al Ain is so like, it's like home, literally.
It's like very homey vibes.
Yeah. I love Jabal Hafid there.
Yeah, we always used to go to the resort on top of Jabal Hafid.
Yeah. So you guys keep out. There's going to be fireworks all over Abu Dhabi.
It's actually like a really weird story because I have this really vivid memory of the year that Michael Jackson passed away.
Okay.
I was at the resort.
Oh my god.
And I was there with like my family friends, and my family friend's mom was watching the news, and like I went into the room to like get ready with my family friend. And she's like in bed and she's crying, and I'm like, what happened? And she just told me Michael Jackson died, and I'm just like there as a kid, like, why are you what?
That's like random consequences at the same moment.
Yeah, it's like the weirdest cross. But that's like one of like the most vivid memories I have of being there. I'm just like, okay, so I was on vacation when I found that out.
What a nice memory, huh?
It was a memory. So more than 3,000 more than 300,000 fines were issued for driving slow in Abu Dhabi. Now, I find like people find that like baffling when they first read it, because when I was going through the comments after posting this, everyone was like, I'm one of those 300,000. I've gotten 3 for this fine. And I'm just like, I drive on cruise control. So I just put my car on like 139 whenever I'm on like the 140 kilometer lanes. So for me, it's just like, just paying attention to the speedometer and just the car in front of me most of the time. But when you drive around Abu Dhabi, like you do have to keep a few things in mind, making sure you're not speeding, making sure you're keeping a safe distance between you and the car in front of you. And now another thing to keep in mind is not to drive too slow.
Yeah.
I think that's like a mind-blowing concept. Like,
I mean, yes, but also like I know that some people drive really slow, and that can be dangerous, you know, on a highway especially, and
especially on the left lane. Like that's known to be like the lane people use to take over a slower driver in front of them. But if you're already driving too slow on the left lane,
it might also be a reason why like they started finding is maybe they're distracted while they're driving, whatever it is. But like, yeah, I know so many people that got that fine too, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm not shocked, you know, but it's a crazy amount.
I've only used that road 3 times, and all 3 times I just had cruise control on, so I was always like in the 130s. Okay. Cruise control saves lives. Yeah. So last year, Abu Dhabi police posted a video of billboards on a major road that showed a new minimum and maximum speed limit. So the first 2 lanes, they have the minimum and max. The minimum is 120 and the max is 140, which I think is fair.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of wish they implemented on Sheikh Zayed Road because slow drivers on the left, like the 2 left lanes, when you're trying to just like leave your car on cruise control, but you have to brake every 5 seconds. It just ruins the driving experience, in my opinion. So they implemented the minimum speed limit on Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Road in both directions on April 1st, 2023, which I feel like a lot of people thought was like an April Fool's joke, because it's April 1. But they found out very quickly that it was not.
It was not a joke.
And anyone who drove below 120 kilometers on the most left lanes received a fine of 400 dirhams. So, to be specific, instead of just saying 300,000, the Ministry of Interior announced that 300,147 drivers received this fine. In just 2023, and we're only 6 months into 2024, so I'm kind of excited to see what the number is. I'm hoping it decreased by a lot.
Hopefully no one gets these fines now that like we raised awareness about this. So like whoever is driving on that road, you know, just
I did start noticing that people started moving to the right if they were driving below 120, and I was just like,
that's fair.
The laws of traffic are finally being followed. Too bad it took this much for it to happen. But do keep in mind, if you are driving on Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Road, make sure you're not driving over 140 because you will still get fined for speeding, and make sure you're not driving under 120 on the 2 most left lanes. On the right lanes, you can drive whatever speed you want because there's no minimum or maximum, which is great news.
Yeah, you guys just be aware, you know? That's it.
Yeah, just keep an eye on your speedometer.
Now, our last story for today, which is like the most wholesome thing ever. Seychelles pilgrims arrive in Mecca for Hajj at the expense of the UAE president. Now, the delegation of the pilgrims, guys, I don't know what's going on, but I can't say pilgrims today. Okay, so the pilgrims from the Republic of Seychelles has arrived to Mecca to perform Hajj at the expense of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan and Omar Al Habtour Al Dirji, the chairman of the General Authority of Islamic Affairs. He was accompanied by Muhammad Saeed Al Niyadi, the director. I'm so sorry.
English is a hard language. It's okay. I get it. It's a lot of tongue twisters.
The Director General of the General Authority of Islamic Affairs. He visited the pilgrims in their residence. Now, that was I'm sorry, guys. But long story short, so as we were talking about, so Seychelles, the
Pilgrims, yeah.
Yeah, they pilgrimed and
I think it's a cute story because a lot of people have been like trying to perform Hajj now that Eid al-Adha is coming up and it's basically the season for Hajj. And it's just like the kindest gesture for the UAE president to basically sponsor the pilgrimage of a group of people from Seychelles. And the UAE officials welcomed them with a special reception. Dr. Al-Darai extended his best wishes for a comfortable and fulfilling pilgrimage experience to emphasize their ease and peace of mind throughout the rituals. He also reassured the Seychelles delegation of the office's unwavering commitment to their safety, adding that they will provide them with everything necessary to ensure a smooth and secure pilgrimage journey in the holy cities. I feel like that's like the most wholesome thing anyone can do, especially with like Hajj and Eid right there.
It's like the cutest gesture, and it is like, again, it reflects on what Eid is. It's about giving, it's about being kind to one another, and this is like the most wholesome thing ever. And yeah, especially now it's Hajj season, everyone's going to Mecca, so it's like the perfect thing
I think I read today that 1.5 million people are going to, like, just arrived in Saudi for Hajj.
Yeah, Hajj season is always like the most packed ever. I mean, it's always packed all throughout the year, but Hajj is like something else. So it's I'm excited to see actually like the final number, how many people actually were there for Eid al-Adha. So
because I know ever since like people found it, like it started to become like easier for people to start going to Saudi to do Hajj. Saudi has started putting like a bit of restrictions, so you kind of have to apply way in advance for like a specific visa for Hajj, not just a Saudi visa. And I think they started it like a month or two in advance. So just imagine 1.5 million people applied for visas to go for Hajj.
Yeah, I mean, this is like again, like Eid is just all about giving, and this story actually reflects like what Eid is all about, you know.
So this is your sign, this Eid, to spread a little kindness and be just kinder to those around you, your family. If you can help people in need, if you can donate, this is just for yourself, because at the end of the day, what you do is between you and God. You don't have to flaunt it. You don't have to do anything. It's just all about
giving.
Basically.
Giving and being kind to one another. And this is all what we're here for, you know. So, yeah. We hope you guys like these stories today.
We hope you have a great Eid holiday. Enjoy the long weekend.
Well,
I know I will.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm going to be home. I'm going to see my grandma.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. But Eid plans are all sorted for you, huh?
Yeah. Just going to eat my grandma's cooking.
We love that.
I think that's the best Eid plan.
Yeah, that's my plan too. Like, Eid is about family, and whenever Eid comes, I have to go to my grandma. I'll be like,
because there's a feast. Like, it's going to be me and my parents and, like, my grandma. So she's going to be cooking a storm, and we're just going to be like, you made too much food again. And she's going to be like, this is not too much food. The table is as it is. And you're just going to be like, stuffing your face as you cry because you can't breathe anymore.
There's no diet this Eid. There's nothing called as diet this Eid. So,
no, you just gotta eat your family's cooking and be thankful that you have it, honestly.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, so we wish you a happy Eid, and we do want to see what you guys get up to during the long weekend. So if you do catch any of the fireworks, if you're traveling through Zayed International Airport or anything like that, do tag us in your stories because we'd love to see it, and we'd love to reshare what you guys are up to. See you next week.
See you. Bye-bye.